Welcome back to the championship game at Pace Academy, playing for a change classic. We got a great one tonight. We got Pace Academy, who is the host of the event, playing against Grayson High School, who is one of the best teams in the entire state of Georgia. Grayson is 8-2 overall. They've beaten St. Francis 67-56, North Gwinnett 68-65, Sandy Creek 66-54, Kale 80-74, and Wheeler last night 60-59 in a rematch of the 7A state championship last night. Their two losses have come to Wasatch Academy 75-72 in overtime and Milton 75-64. So they played a loaded schedule. Coach Joffrey Pierce has really prepared his team for the late state tournament run. He's not running and hiding from anyone. They're playing any and all who want to play. Pace Academy is 8-1 overall. Their best two wins have come in this event, actually. South Cobb on Saturday, 84-60, and North Gwinnett, 73-60. And their one loss comes to Sandy Creek, 63-59. Kelsey, this is Daryl LeBerry here with Kelsey Roziers. Kelsey, what do you think about the matchup that we are looking forward to that's about to start momentarily?
Well, I can tell you this. We have some very top caliber athletes in this game on both sides of the ball here. And so I expect an exciting game, a high intensity, fast paced game, and some exciting plays around the rim.
No question about it. I think we'll see a lot of dunks and a lot of dunk attempts. Matthew Cleveland, who's headed to Florida State from Pace, usually is doing chin-ups throughout the night. He's number 0. He'll be starting. We got number 1, Josh Minnenberg, number 3, Madison Durr, number 24, Cole Middleton, who's headed to Cleveland State, and number 30, JReed. That's the starting lineup for Pace Academy. They are wearing the white uniforms, blue numbers. And on the other side for Grayson, we have number 0, Taj Kelly, number 1, Robert Cowherd, number 2, Tyrese Elliott, number 4, Ian Shefflin, and number 30, Chauncey Wiggins. Number 4, Ian Shefflin is headed to Clemson. Number 0, Tajay Kelly is headed to Charleston Southern. Grayson is wearing your green uniforms, gold numbers with white trim. And we have our sideline out of bounds to initiate the game. And I love to see what Pace does. They go 1-3-1 to kind of rattle you and see if they can force a turnover early. But they didn't tonight. Robert Cowherd is their marksman, their sharpshooter, and they give up an open three-pointer. He has played tremendous in this event. He's a guy who I think will get a high major recruitment. He's playing really well, 6'4", 6'5", known primarily as a shooter, but he's really improved his ball handling and finishing around the rim. On the other end, early shot for Matthew Cleveland. Nice little jump shot in the paint that he will take. Great offensive rebound for Cole Middleton, who you'll see will be on the offensive glass throughout the night. Early foul on number 0, Tajay Kelly. His first foul of the game, and that's the first foul for the entire game for either side. Baseline out of bounds for Pace Academy. And they'll go into their first set. Looks like Grayson's going to come out in man-to-man. As you can see, they're as big a team as you'll see in high school basketball. They're 6'8", 6'9", 6'7" across the front line, 6'5" on the wing, and then Tyrese Elliott is their smallest player, and he's close to 6 foot, and he's athletic as well. So that's why a lot of people think they're going to be the team to beat in the state of Georgia. Chauncey Wiggins with the corner 3. Good rebound by Madison Durr. Very good rebounding guard for his position. He's played much, much better, and I think he's a guy who will be coveted as the season goes on. Nice drive by Matthew Cleveland getting to the paint. He's fouled on his jump shot. What do you think about this exciting pace of play that we've seen early on from both sides?
Yeah, you know, I think both teams are trying to fill it out, and you talked about the size, right, and height, but I tell you in girth too. Like, these are grown men bodies out here. If you can't tell from watching it online here or at home, these bodies are filled out.
College-ready bodies.
100%.
Yeah. Matthew Cleveland makes both free throws to start the game, and they go right immediately into a diamond press. I love the aggressiveness that Coach White is coming out with. He knows that Grayson's supposed to be the team to beat, but he's going to show that we're going to hit first. We'll find out how Grayson responds. We're not going to sit back and be on the defensive and allow them to hit us and come in with all this athleticism. We'll kind of try to speed the game up. We don't want it to be slowed down. Hopefully we can negate their size by playing a little bit more up-tempo. But Grayson can show you they can do it as well. Big time shot by Tyrese Elliott, who is coming from Alabama, who's played really, really well in this event. I think he's a guard that will pick up a lot of recruitment as well. Look at Tajay Kelly get out and guard on the perimeter, a guy who could possibly play the 4 or the 5 at Charleston Southern next year. Chauncey Wiggins, another big guy who throws a lot of length at Matthew Cleveland that he doesn't typically see. Cole Middleton with a great pass, skip pass to Madison Durr. Good rebound by Ian Sheffield, who's had double-digit rebounds in both games in this event. Headed to Clemson for Brad Brownell. Kind of a do-it-all forward, really skilled. He can actually make a 3-2. We'll get an opportunity to see if he can make his corner 3. Chauncey Wiggins on the glass. Nice pass to Coward. That's their marksman. But this
second, third, fourth chance opportunities here.
And this is the same thing when they played Wheeler the other night. It sounds good from the booth to say, you know, you got a defensive rebound and box these guys out. But we're not 6'8", 6'9", 6'7" across the front line. It becomes difficult. That's how you beat Grayson, if you can find a way to defensive rebound. 3 early offensive rebounds for Tajay Kelly as he goes to the free throw line for his first and second attempts. Misses the first. And it's gonna be a war on the glass. That's gonna decide the game. And that's what everybody's trying to figure out. If we're gonna beat Grayson, how are we gonna rebound the ball? Splits a pair. Nice second free throw by Tajay Kelly, as we said earlier, headed to Charleston Southern. And that's Josh Mindenberg. He's got to make a couple shots. Cole Middleton also is a great offensive rebound as well.
Nice putback there as well from Cole Middleton, staying with the play.
Nice soft hands on the tip in right there for Cole, who's headed to Cleveland State. I think it's a steal for Cleveland State. Look at Cole Middleton again on offensive glass. He's already got, on defensive glass. He's got 4 rebounds already, initiating, pushing the break. And that's what Josh Reed can do. It took him a while to get going last night, but great rebound and push by Cole Middleton to find Josh Reed, get to his strong hand. Nice reverse finish on the opposite side.
Good double team there.
Tajay Kelly had an answer for it, though. He's just big and athletic. This is going to be a track meet if you haven't noticed. Mindenberg got to realize, you know, these guys might be a little bit more athletic than I've been playing against so far. And this is going to be a show right here. Matthew Cleveland, he's going to be hanging from the rim all night. Great timeout by Joffrey Pierce. That's how Matthew Cleveland gets a lot of his baskets, and we'll see. That's why I think I've said this a couple different times on air for anybody who's been listening. I think Florida State was a great fit for him because this is what Florida State does. They deny, they top block, they don't allow you to run their sets. They're going to make every entry pass difficult. They get out in transition, they steal, and they finish with dunks, which is what Matthew Cleveland does. It's a prime example right here.
And you got to have a good that quick first step on that and good anticipation, right? So you're far enough away from the offensive player to kind of bait that team into passing that, and then that first step, you're off to the races.
And Matthew Cleveland can do it the best of them. This is Tajay Kelly on the SUV TV replay. Great catch, big-time fundamentals. Use of the pivot foot for a nice jump hook over the double team. And he's one of their huge advantages with his athletic ability on the inside. High-low, Tajay Kelly with the post pass. Good fight by Josh Reed, who kicks it out to Matthew Cleveland. Again, look at him sprint out in transition.
And I'd like you go ahead and reward the guy who gets out and makes that extra effort.
He deserved it. And he knows what to do with it when he catches it in transition. If you don't have an angle on him, you got a good chance of finishing on a poster, so most guys just kind of let him go. Tyrese Elliott with the fadeaway jump shot. Good chase down by Ian Sheffield. Kind of a force right there on the 3. Tyrese Elliott on the glass again, and even their guards are getting an offensive rebound. When you got Tyrese Elliott on the offensive glass, too, it's going to be a long night. And that's an early foul on Josh Mindenberg right there, his first foul of the night. Both teams with 2 fouls halfway through this first quarter. And Grayson likes to throw it immediately into Ian Sheffield off a baseline out of bounds. Great job by Cole Middleton and the Pace staff, Sherman White, scouting that out, taking that away. But they will try to catch you sleeping. Good drive by Robert Coward, and they will try to isolate Josh Mindenberg and find out if he's able to guard these bigger, quicker guards in isolation situations. Pace goes to the bench early for number 2, Logan Baker, who's a 6'1" senior with a lot more length and athleticism, has played really well in these last 2 games as well.
I believe that's Josh Minenberg's second personal foul there.
It is, and they've gone right at him. I think they've made it a goal. I'm not sure if it was something that was part of the scouting report or if the players individually noticed it, but I saw that both of their guys' eyes lit up when they saw him matched up in the one-on-one scenarios, and they tried to immediately take him to the rim.
And that's going to hurt Pace. He's an energy guy for them, right?
And a smart player.
Yeah. He's a good distributor. He knows his role. He knows he's not the guy who needs to be shooting all the shots. He knows what he has around him, so that's going to hurt in picking up 2 personal fouls.
It will. It'll be interesting to see how Logan Baker assimilates himself in offense. He made 2 big threes last night, gave them a little bit of scoring punch off the bench. Robert Coward split the free throws. He now has 4 quick early points. He got a foul on the baseline drive by Matthew Cleveland. We've seen that back-to-back games where guys are driving and don't quite know what they're going to do when they get to the rim, and have been very fortunate. And that's also Chauncey Wiggins' second foul, and they got to take him out of the game. So we got 2 starters with 2 fouls early in this game. We'll find out that becomes a factor as we move forward in this first half.
And I know a lot of coaches these days, that's an actual play where you dribble baseline and you're supposed to have these spot-up shooters. It is, like you said, it's a high-risk play.
It is. If you get up in the air and the defense takes it away, you don't have very many options. You better hope somebody's cutting down the middle. I would prefer a guy to come to a 2-foot jump stop and be able to make more of a – look at the block by Ian Shefflin on Madison Durr to have more of a safer play to make in that scenario. But the guys like to run in there and jump off of 1 foot. Robert Coward with the missed 3. Number 22 is the early sub, Josh Ray, who is a 6'5" senior. Hasn't gotten a ton of playing time, but brings some length, some athleticism. Can also shoot the ball from perimeter, try to chase it down. Good box out by Pace. 10-9, 2:40 left in this first quarter. Pace trying to go to an isolation right here for Cole Middleton on Ian Shefflin. And this is an interesting matchup because Ian Shefflin has some size and some girth. Good kick out right there from Madison Durr. He's got to be able to make that shot, keep the defense honest. Good patience right there by Cole Middleton. Nice shot by Madison Durr. And we've said it a couple times, if he can make a jump shot consistently, he'll be a guy that a lot of colleges are looking to recruit in the spring. Tyrese Elliott back on the other end, forcing the action, was able to draw the foul, almost made the nice floater off the glass. 12-9. 2:13 left in this first quarter.
There you see Tyrese Elliott driving to the basket, drawing the foul against Logan Baker.
They went right at Logan Baker like he was Josh Minenberg as soon as he came in. They don't capitalize, unfortunately, on the free throw. Tyrese Elliott misses his first. Let's see if he can split the 2. They are now 1 for 3, or sorry, 2 for 4 from the free throw line so far in this first quarter. Don't want to be 50% from the free throw line. And they are exactly what they were 2 for 5. They're now 3 for 6. Cole Middleton with a nice kick out. He probably's got to take that one up when he gets that close around the rim. But I think that, and that's what Coach White told him, doesn't matter if they got that length and that athleticism around it. You got to attack the shot blockers in that situation. I like the aggression that Coach White talked to him. He expects Cole to go finish that. They like to go right in the flex off of this.
There's a time to be selfless and there's a time to be selfish. And in that situation, Cole Middleton has got to find a way to score and be selfish in that instance.
You won't get a better shot than that. So you got to take those opportunities. Good offensive rebound. It's a lot of length in there, Coach. Coach White's getting frustrated, but that's a lot of length. It looks easy from over here, Coach. It's a lot tougher when you got those big guys in there battling with you. Cole Middleton already has 5 rebounds in this game early in this first quarter. Something the officiators wanted to clear up. Right back into that same look. Flex option for you got Matthew Cleveland came straight across, then Madison Durr came off the pin down. Good patience on the drive. Madison Durr with 2 big hoops early. He'll try to get the old-fashioned 3-point play.
Here you see a replay. Great job by Madison Durr to get deep inside the paint there, draw the foul against Cowherd.
And that's Cowherd's first foul of the game. You can never allow the offensive player to get to their strong hand, come to a 2-foot jump stop like we've been talking about all night, right there that deep in the paint. Unfortunately, he does not capitalize on the 3-point play. Looks like Pace is going back to their matchup zone now. They've come out of the man. They're going to pack it in and try to find a way to rebound out the zone. I think it's a good strategy. There goes that baseline drive we talked about over and over again.
It is.
Tyrese Elliott goes out of bounds.
You get in no man's land down there. That is an extra defender.
You've created a double team automatically because now the baseline becomes the extra defender as well. It's apparently something that everybody's teaching because we're seeing it over and over and over again. Try to get a backdoor set up. Now we got Matthew Cleveland coming off a snake the ball screen. That's a nice pull-up. That looked nice. Big-time shot by Matthew Cleveland, and that's the evolution in his game. He was mostly a kind of a four-man who uses athleticism, scored around the rim. Now he's starting to be able to make plays off the dribble, and that's what they'll need him to do at the next level at Florida State. Good catch and power move by Ian Shefflin. Caught the ball right at the nail, took one power dribble, jumped up over top the smaller defender, and that's going to be impossible for him to guard tonight. You can only hope that he misses that shot.
100%, and had some contact with it.
Good defense by Josh Ray there. Another rebound by Cole Middleton. Madison Durst settles everybody down. We're going to try to run a set again. That's that same look. Now we got Madison Durst coming off the ball screen, come to that 2-foot jump stop, same spot as last time, uses the glass. And if they're going to allow him to get into the paint that easy, he's already got 6 quick points. He'll take that shot and make it on a consistent basis. 18-12, pace up, 11 seconds on the clock. See if Josh Reed can get on the floor and come with that foul. I think they're going to call that on pace. He got on the floor but didn't get 2 hands on the ball. I think they called that foul on Madison Durr. Unfortunate call there, but the right call. That's his first foul of the game. We got 8 seconds left. Shot clock is off. Katie MacArthur subs in for Grayson. And that's Ian Shefflin, who they look for on a lot of baseline out of bounds play. He got double teamed. Nice kick. One more to Katie MacArthur in the corner. That's a good look. Grayson will take that. 18-12 going into the break. Here goes our SUV TV replay. Madison Durr using the ball screen. Coward got screen. Good screen by Cole Middleton. Got to the paint. Not sure if he called glass, but it doesn't matter. It counts tonight.
Yeah, and Ian Shefflin has either got to hedge out and push Madison Durr further out, or Coward has got to fight over the top and kind of give him some body contact to push him away. Madison Durr doing a phenomenal job turning that corner a little bit and has an easy 3-foot shot.
Unfortunately, I think that starts at the NBA level. I don't know how much you watch NBA basketball, but they do what they call the drop. The big men, the 7-footers, like let's say a Robin Lopez, those guys don't want to come out and hedge the ball screen. They sit back in the paint and give the offensive guard a head of steam coming full speed downhill. It drives me crazy. And good guards are able to make those little floaters, 15-foot jump shots on a regular basis. But the analytics say it's the best defense to play because you're taking away the lob, but you're giving a guard a floater and a runner, which they think is a bad shot. In my opinion, it's a good shot.
Yeah, and you know, at the NBA level, when the lobs and you got every single player on your roster that can dunk the basketball like that, I might agree with you, right? But, you know, we're seeing now in this era that kids are practicing that floater jump, if you even call it a jump shot, right? Yeah. A floater shot. It's no longer, let me do 5-spot shooting on the floor, 2 feet on the ground. We're talking about kids that are practicing this little floater shot 3 feet away from the basket. That has become a true shot.
And they can make it with regularity.
That's right.
Look at Josh Reed, big time spin move. Unfortunate miss. And the action has been fast and furious. There has been some unforced turnovers as you just saw from Ian Shefflin, but both teams are playing up pace, and nice kick to Logan Baker right there for 3. Ian Shefflin with another rebound. He's been averaging double-double in this event, and I'm expecting him to do the same thing tonight. He's already got 3 rebounds. Points in the first quarter. Tajay Kelly had 3. Robert Coward had 4. Ian Shefflin with a shot off the glass. Good rebound by Cole Middleton, who now has 7 rebounds. Tyrese Elliott had 3. Ian Shefflin with 2. Madison Durr with 6 early points. Matthew Cleveland with 8 early points. Cole Middleton with 2. Josh Reed with 2. Ian Shefflin again on the offensive glass, and it's been the rebounding show has been between Cole Middleton and Ian Shefflin.
They're the only guys down there in the middle of the paint looking for a rebound.
Every single rebound has gone to one of those 2 guys. We got an early foul in transition right here. We've got a quick sub. Number 23, Chad Moody, who is a guy a lot of people are high on, a sophomore, just got subbed out. Jakari Harris, number 24, a freshman, has just subbed in for Grayson. We spoke about Caden MacArthur. He's a junior, comes in and brings a spark, does a great job off the bench. Josh Minenberg subs back in, and LJ Moore, the freshman for Pace, subs back in as well. Miscommunication by Caden MacArthur and Tajay Kelly right there. Unforced turnover.
And again, that's about the angle, right? You take one more dribble over, and that's
an
entry. Yeah, exactly. Below the free throw line extended, and make that a bounce pass into your big man.
I remember being yelled at multiple times by my coach for trying to make that pass up there. But post-entry passes, it's become a lost art because nobody really throws the ball into the post anymore. Big-time shot by L.J. Moore, and now you can see why people are so excited about him. He's a 6'5" freshman. Look at the length. Has the ability to shoot the ball from the perimeter, can put it on the floor, can guard multiple positions, and he's probably going to be the future of Pace basketball. On the other end, the president of Grayson basketball is Ian Shefflin, who knocks down the three, and I know the Clemson coaching staff is excited when they see him do that. They think they can do a lot of different things with him when you got a big who can space the floor.
Yeah, and he's going to have to fit within their offense, right?
Yep.
Like, he's not your guy that's going to sprint on a fast break play. But if he can spread the floor like you talked about, he's going to do some good things.
No question. And look at the drive by Josh Reed, who's a lefty. Goes aggressively with the right hand, shows that length and that athleticism, that burst that we all like to see. And beautiful finish with the right hand at the rim. On the other end, Jakari Harris, who on Saturday night was tasked with the difficult task of guarding Scooter Henderson, who's been scoring 40 and 50 points. As a true freshman, he comes out and does a great job on Scooter Henderson, contained him, contested his shots. Now he comes in here, drives with the left hand, and he plays with a guy, with a level of experience and confidence in himself that you don't typically see in a freshman. See if he can make both free throws here. Unfortunately, he misses the first. And Grayson has already missed 4 free throws here early in this first half. And they're down 8. Each free throw becomes more and more important. They're doing a terrific job being the aggressor, but you want to capitalize and make some of these shots, try to cut into this lead. Unfortunately, he misses both shots there. They're right back into the 2-2-1, out of the missed shot on the free throw, which is a difficult thing to do. Number 4, Matthew Aronson, has subbed in for Pace, a guy who has not got a lot of minutes so far for them. They're digging a little deeper to their bench, and that's what happens when a team is playing there. Both of these teams are playing their 3rd game in 4 nights. So they might have to dig a little deeper into their bench and get something of an X-factor kind of performance from somebody who typically doesn't give them a whole lot.
But if you're practicing with a next man up mentality, then that doesn't phase you as much.
When your opportunity comes, you'll be ready.
That's right.
Tajay Kelly probably does something a little out of his range. Tries to make a dribble move on the perimeter, good aggressive play. But there goes that guy, Jakari Harris. Nice offensive rebound. Was able to get back to the free throw line. Let's see if he can make his 3rd and 4th attempt of the night. He missed his first 2 just a little while ago.
And you got something special in a kid who's a freshman playing on a very successful, talented Grayson team, and he's getting the minutes that he's getting.
And I knew how they felt about him when they put him on Scooter Henderson. When you put him on the best player in the gym, you feel pretty good about your young guy.
Right.
They're back in there 2-2-1. Cole Middleton, throw the ball back to Cole Middleton. Good job by Cole. Aronson knows not to take a look at Jakari Harris. Almost comes up with the steal. It's a great double team right here by Caden MacArthur. Tajay Kelly doing a great job moving his feet. Cole Middleton with a nice jump hook. Probably rushed out a little bit, comes back up with it. Misses another one. He's got to take his time and finish over that link down there. Good job by Ian Shefflin. Great job by Minenberg slowing down Caden MacArthur in transition there. And look at that contest by Matthew Cleveland. That's the athleticism that Florida State was excited about. Tyrese Kelly over the back. Coach Pierce doesn't like the call.
That's a good call by the official there.
I think so too. Here goes the SUV TV replay. Ian Shefflin with the missed 3 on the wing. Tyrese Elliott comes flying over the top, knocks down 2 defenders, and Matthew Cleveland helped the officials out and was making the call immediately. Great job, not even taking a dribble, no wasted dribbles. Look at the pass by Aronson to Matthew Cleveland, who's already in double digits.
I guarantee you there's a drill for that Pace Academy has.
They handled that press like they've been working on that for years. And Jakari Harris has come in this game playing extremely aggressive. He hadn't made any shots around the rim, but he's really putting pressure on the defense. This is going to be his 5th and 6th free throws, and he's just entered the game.
Yeah, and you know why you would like to actually see him knock some of these free throws down? He's drawing a couple of fouls. Right, he's drawing some fouls on some key players here for Pace.
Which can pay dividends when we're talking about depth. We're talking about guys being tired. Anytime you can get some fouls on guys, that can be huge. Unfortunately, he's 1 for 5 on free throws right now. So I'm sure the Grayson coaching staff, Coach Pierce, feels great about what he's doing and loves the energy and enthusiasm, but just wants him to be a little bit more proficient at the free throw line and kind of making them pay, because they're down 9 right now, and he's missed 4 free throws on his own. Fortunately for him, he was able to knock down a second and split a pair. Great energy and effort right there. 2 huge points for him. Had a couple offensive rebounds. Now they go back with their starter, Robert Coward.
Minutes well played, though, right there.
I think so, too.
Absolutely.
And it might not show up in the stat sheet, but like you said, drawing those early fouls and, slowing this momentum of Pace down could end up paying dividends later on in the game. They don't want to give that shot to Josh Reed. Very patient and poised right there. Logan Baker still in. Good one-time extra pass by Matthew Cleveland. And look at Logan Baker's athleticism. Cole Middleton on the rim. They're all over the offensive glass. Tyrese Elliott. But Ian Sheffin, there he goes.
Cleaning up the boards right there, Ian.
It all starts with the aggression and defensive play. I love them going to pressure. I think Coach Pierce thinks he has the deeper team. He wants to speed Pace up, try to get into their legs, make them play quicker than they want to play. But he can't give shots like that up to Josh Reed. Too good a player, too good a shooter. And that's what he'll tell his guys. We can't leave him. If we're going to leave somebody, it can't be Josh Reed.
Yeah, wide open shot there at the top of the key. There you see the replay.
That's just too much time and space. It's not even contested. He's too good a player. I love the way he held his follow through. Look at the pass fake by Logan Baker, which is a lost art. And you can't give a good player that kind of look. Look at the soft touch.
Way to stay
out,
with the shot.
No question.
That's right.
Coach Pierce calls a quick timeout. They're down 9 points, 3 minutes left. Trying to find a way to get this thing, to a manageable 4 or 5 going into the half and create some momentum into this Pace lead, playing in a basically a true away game. It doesn't matter if it's a tournament or not.
Yeah, you're right. And if you would have asked me at the beginning of the game that the point spread would be what it is, I would have been shocked to say it would be. Pace Academy has top-level players, a top-level coach, and Sharman White, but does not have near the amount of depth that Grayson has. Or size, right. Yeah. And so a little shocked about the 28-19 score right now.
Grayson probably hasn't done they've taken a lot of three-point shots versus getting the ball inside and putting pressure on that Pace defense. The only guy really who put pressure on the defense was Jakari Harris and was able to get in there and draw some fouls. Shot clock at 6. Tyrese Elliott, another 3. And there we go. I don't know. I know Grayson has the ability to make jump shots, but when you got the size advantage, you play inside out. The only jump shots we would take are if somebody drives into the paint and kicks it out, or we throw it inside, they double and they kick it back out. Other than that, everything would be played on the interior. Yeah,
you can't just rely on Ian to get you second and third chance opportunities. You've got to get more high percentage shots inside.
And they're doing a little bit of what we saw in the earlier game by Wheeler. They're going a little bit of run and jump, but you can't lead that guy. Good rebound by the smallest man on the court, Cade MacArthur, and he will look to pitch tempo. Good pass to Tyrese Elliott. Don't settle, throw it inside. Good defense by Josh Reed right there. Nice shot fake, good extra pass. And great defense by Pace, great recovery. Now you got to sprint back. You got to get in front of him. If you don't get in front of him, he does a great job getting all the way to the rim and drawing fouls. Good job by Matthew Cleveland. Foul on Tyrese Elliott. Got to have good floor balance when you're playing against a fast, athletic team like Pace.
And here's the SUV TV replay, right? But here's what's frustrating to me, LeBerry, is I understand Matthew Cleveland had a mismatch. However, you have Cole Middleton. If you drop for an easy, no contested two-point shot.
I agree. Unfortunately, misses the first free throw. Let's see if he can split the pair.
Right, so if you drop that off to Cole Middleton, that's an easy layup or a two-handed throwdown dunk for Cole.
I'm pretty sure he was going to dunk that. I'm pretty sure he was going to dunk that. Splits the pair for Matthew Cleveland. Again, young player, growing and learning as a guard. Next year at Florida State, he'll make that pass. Now they're back into that 1-3-1 that they started the game off with. They love to use their length. Look at those kick balls really bother and deter the guards from Grayson. It makes you uncomfortable. Look at Coach White coaching them. Even though they got a deflection there, he wants to see better. They tried to go for the little hammer play on the back door. Tajay Kelly really likes to get to that left shoulder. Great block by Josh Reed.
Big time block by Josh Reed, and you know, plays like that make Tajay Kelly second guess the next time he's inside the paint.
Exactly. Madison Durr drove. Probably should have shot the ball there. He's a little frustrated with his teammate. He thought he should have caught the pass. Let's see if he goes back to, Coach White goes back to that 1-3-1. The guards from Grayson haven't shown the ability to handle this. They got an early three from Robert Coward in the corner, but since then they haven't scored versus the 1-3-1. And they look
at the length right there, right? You have Josh Reed, Cole Middleton, Matthew Cleveland. I mean, I don't know where you're going to get a pass to.
All you're going to get is those corner jump shots contested, which I think Pace will live with. And then now if nobody stops the ball, Matthew Cleveland coming downhill can be a nightmare. Good block by Grayson. Another rebound by your man, Ian Sheffield might have 10 rebounds in the first half. He's up to 7 by my count. Jakari Harris with a drive. Turns it over. Good steal by Robert Coward. Euro step. And is very fortunate to get a foul call right there. I love the aggression by Jakari Harris, but the young fella has to learn. He's got to be strong with the ball when he drives in there. Look at Robert Coward snatch the ball out of Madison Durr's hands. Cole Middleton steps up. Logan Baker was caught on the backside with the strip. It looked like a clean foul to me. I mean, I thought he got all ball, but hey. We'll let the official. What do you got to say, Kelsey? You've been on the officials all night. What do you think about that one?
Listen, we're 100% right sitting up here, right?
We are.
So I'm going to go with you. I thought that great hustle plays by both teams right there. Coward gets to the basket. I think you let that one go.
Robert Coward is 2 for 3 from the free throw line tonight. He's now up to 5 points. Looking to get to point number 6 if he can complete this second of his 2 free throw attempts. And I'm sure they'll get right back into their 2-2-1 press. They drop back. Looks like they're going to go straight man-to-man here. And look at they put the young freshman Jakari Harris on Matthew Cleveland. Look at the respect that they have for him.
Listen, they give him big tasks defensively.
And look at Pace going with the inverted ball screen with Matthew Cleveland come off a ball screen from Josh Mindenberg trying to create a mismatch. Look at the size and athleticism bothering Josh Reed down there. Now Grayson is kind of playing their game. Good skip, one more. Cade MacArthur with the drive to close out. Nice finish. That's good basketball by Grayson right there.
Great finish by Cade MacArthur.
And it was all set up by the quick skip by Jakari Harris. Great extra pass by Coward, and I love how he attacked the drive versus selling for a 3. Speaking of selling for a 3, deep one right there for Matthew Cleveland. Great closing possession for Grayson, but I think for the most part, Pace controlled that half. Let's look at the skip right here. Good one time for Ian Sheffield, and way to avoid the charge for Cade MacArthur. Nice finish. We're headed to the half. 29-23 Pace Academy. We will see you after the break here for thesuvtv.com.
Tamara Brown with SUV TV at the CP3 Rising Stars campus.
SUV TV's 2019 NBA Draft Day coverage.
Anthony Edwards Collegiate Decision presented by the Georgia Hoop Circle on SUV TV.
SUV TV brings the game to the audience.
You give a better focus on the actual game at hand. Sometimes you could tell it's just a running camera by itself sitting there, but with SUV TV, it's more of a personal experience.
Just the exposure, being able to see games that you normally wouldn't be able to see, not only here locally, but across the country.
Those angles make you pick up different things as a coach, as an evaluator. They're giving you great quality. Nobody talking in the background. I think it brings basketball to the forefront.
Whether it's a family member was in a different state, they can watch the game, or just bringing in more coverage for these players, or if it just allows us to raise more money for something like Susan G. Komen. And so I think this event has grown because you guys have been a part of it the whole entire time.
SUV TV has given a different light to kids that don't always get the best exposure.
The commentary that goes along with the games, I think, is always interesting.
Touchdown.
Oh, yes, sir. It brings something to the table that no other streaming aspect can bring, no matter how hard they try right now.
Dayton Avian Williamson
at the buzzer.
That is how you get the Peachtree Corners Invitational started. And that will do it. Thanks for joining us.
Welcome back to the SUV TV for the second half of your championship game, hosted here at Pace Academy. Play for Change championship between Pace Academy and Grayson High School. We have two of the top teams in the entire state of Georgia with some of the best players in the entire state. And it's been somewhat of a defensive war / stalemate. We don't know if it's fatigue from both teams having played 3 games in 4 days. Just two really good, well-coached, well-prepared teams taking away what the other team wants to do. There hasn't been a lot of unforced turnovers that turned into run-out dunks. So it's been a slow-paced, low-scoring game. Matthew Cleveland with early 11 points. Madison Durr with 6 points. LJ Moore with 3. Cole Middleton with 2. Josh Reed with 7 for Pace Academy. On the other side, Tajay Kelly with 3. Robert Coward with 7. Tyrese Elliott with 3. Ian Shefflin with 7. Caden MacArthur with 2. And Jakari Harris with 2. Very low-scoring game. What did you see out of that first half, and what are you expecting out of the second half, Kelsey?
Well, I would hope to see a little bit faster action, and fast I mean deflections that turn into fast break points. I think for both teams, I think we saw the one by Matthew Cleveland, and that's really been the only deflection that turned into a fast break point. So both teams more than capable of that, and I think that starts with your defense and transitions into your offense.
We got the shot clock becoming a factor. Matthew Cleveland with kind of a fadeaway on Tyrese Elliott. One of the few times that the tempo has been slowed where the shot clock became an issue. Tyrese Elliott with the one-on-one move on Josh Menenberger. And I'm not sure, but it seems like every time Menenberger gets isolated on one of these guys, their eyes light up, and they seem to go one-on-one.
Hey, his number's being called, not in the right way.
He's going to find out a lot about himself tonight. He will be tested in battle. Wide open look for Josh Reed. Look at Cole Middleton and Ian Shefflin again battling on the boards. 8th rebound unofficially for Ian Shefflin tonight. Robert Coward forcing the action on Madison Durr. 2 big-bodied, strong-bodied bench guards going head-to-head right there. Madison Durr thinks that he held his ground and didn't foul. We'll see on the SUV TV replay. Robert Coward just physically took him. Yeah.
You put that right arm down. That's an obvious foul for the officials to call.
You got to show your palms and remain verticality. You can't lean over. If you do, the official is forced to make that call. Robert Coward completes the first of his 2 free throws. He's still Madison, they're still working the officials right there.
So is Coach White on the opposite end. You can't see him on this back end here, but him and the official are having a nice conversation.
He's being pleasant, but I think he wants to.
I don't think he's wishing him a happy holidays.
Not right now. He might do it after the game, but not right now. And again, another missed free throw for Robert Coward. He is now 4 or 6 from the free throw line. Pass is probably a little bit too low.
You can't go low to Cole.
Especially as athletic as he is. One-on-one situation for Tyrese Elliott versus Josh Menenberg right there. He decides to pull it out. I'm pretty sure Coach Pierce called him out because he was ready to go. Double high ball screen right here for Tyrese, and he ends up taking that same shot anyway, but a little bit more at the flow of the offense. Good call by Coach Pierce to slow him down. And now we got a ball game. It's kind of a little bit better pace than we expected.
Tyrese Elliott can take it straight to the hoop, so Middleton is having to take a step back off of him, and he's knocking down that shot as well. So he's getting his shot off, and Middleton comes too high. He's going to dribble right by him and then dump it off to Ian or whoever else is in the low post.
Exactly, and if he's going to give him that kind of space, he's shown the ability to make that kind of shot all night. Great job by the officials. A fan was able to, he had to catch the ball because it went in the stands. They throw it back in. They're going to clean that ball off. They've now exchanged balls to make sure that the players have a ball that is clean and safe, trying to do whatever we can to deter the spread of COVID-19, which is rampaged through the country so far this year. But Pace Academy's done a great job abiding by all of the bylaws and things that you got to go through right now to host the game. Look at that move right there by Josh.
Excellent move by Josh. You see Ian, the secondary defender, coming over. There's no way you're laying that up on the strong side. Hang time, reverse layup.
And that's the second time tonight that he's been able to go underneath and get back to his strong hand. Look at Matthew Cleveland almost with the steal. Tyrese Elliott, good patience. Look at Tajay Kelly with the explosion to the rim.
And I think that's what we've been looking for in the first half, right? Those
agree.
explosion plays, whether it's off of a drop-down pass to your post or on the fast break transition.
He's one of the best athletes in the gym. Unfortunately, he has not been able to show it so far, but Charleston Southern got a good one. I love his ability to move his feet, even though he's a bigger guy right there. But look at Josh Reed, good patience on the ball screen, snake the ball screen, able to get into Ian Shefflin, who again is expressing to the refs that he maintained verticality, which I'm not sure he did. We'll see right here. Hands up. I don't know. It looked like he was backing away with his hand straight up and jumped in the air. What do you think?
I think you jumped straight up, and the only turn from his body was caused by Josh Reed, right?
Yeah.
So I think he has a valid argument on that.
Bang, bang call right there. Could have gone either way. But what you expressed, that little bit of the turn of the body, regardless of who it was caused by, probably is what made the official feel like it was a block foul versus if he would have stayed squared up to the rim and maintained verticality, they probably would have let that go. And he's able to knock down both free throws. He is now up to 11 points. Josh Reed playing much better on the offensive end tonight. 3-point lead by your home Pace Academy. Darren White with blue numbers going from left to right on your screen. Grayson is wearing green with white numbers, gold trim, going right to left on your screen. Good catch by Ian Shefflin. Good block by Josh Reed, who's really battled down there and held his own versus some bigger, more athletic guys. Really been impressed with Josh Reed tonight. Nice extra pass by Ian Shefflin to Tyrese Elliott. Cole Middleton on the glass again. 8 rebound for him unofficially. Him and Ian Shefflin have dominated the offensive glass so far tonight. Matthew Cleveland gets to the rim. And what's what you talked about earlier, Ian Shefflin is kind of playing that drop defense. He's not coming up and deterring the guards from turning the corner. We'll see right here on the SUV TV replay. He's so far back that Matthew Cleveland is able to get downhill. He completely turned his body to the side on that one.
That is an absolute foul.
And that's for sure a foul.
He turned his body on his own volition there.
And that's his second foul, back-to-back foul.
He's picked up too, LeBerry, by dropping back in that situation.
Exactly.
Because offense pace is still taking it straight to him.
If you're going to allow players to turn the corner with that kind of aggression, I think that bad things are going to happen. And Matthew Cleveland splits the pair. Missed the second one, giving his team a 1-point lead. Let's see what Tajay Kelly, he likes to turn on his left shoulder. Good kick out. And big time 3 right there for Chauncey Wiggins. That's the first time he's gotten on the board tonight. And again, he's a guy who's been recruited at the high major level. Didn't score a lot of points last night, made some big plays down the stretch when they needed him. Hopefully he can do the same thing tonight. A little bit of a force by Josh Reed. Cole Middleton, the only pace player in there, gathers the rebound, goes up with 2. Great play by Cole Middleton, who now has 4 points, 9 rebounds unofficially.
And that's Grayson stopping and assuming that ball was either going to touch the shot clock or go over the backboard.
And Cole Middleton does not give up on the play. There goes Taj Kelly. Good pass right there from Chauncey Wiggins. Nice find on the drop down. Tajay Kelly with back-to-back dunks in this half, 4 quick points. 1-point game, and this is more of what we anticipated, what we expected. Look at the pass by Chauncey Wiggins. Madison Turk makes a business decision. You'll see right here. One dribble, draws the defense. I'm not quite sure what Josh Reed was doing, but he cleared a path. And when Tajay Kelly gets that much room and a head of steam, I think Madison Turk made the right decision.
Yeah, there was a lot of fouls in the first half, right? And so you're right. This second half, a little less contested on the inside, but exactly what we thought we were going to see, because you're right, that is a business decision. I'm not going anywhere near Kelly when he has the ball right there and ready to slam it down.
Once he raises up.
No.
Yeah,
off of 2 feet? No, sir.
Loving the pace right here. The energy, enthusiasm has picked up in the gym. I'm not sure if the coaches are as happy as we are as fans, but I'm enjoying the action. I think it's been a well-played second half, a little bit different than the first half, but a good second half as well. Now they've gone back to this 1-2-2. Look how big and athletic they are. They're 6'5", 6'8" on the top. Then you got 6'8", 6'9" in the back. Tyrese Elliott, your smallest guy over there on the other side. It's hard to see over top of these guys. There's not a whole lot of room to operate. Cole Middleton, great decision not to shoot it. Shot fakes, attacks the rim, able to go to the rim and draw the foul. We'll see right here on your SUV TV replay.
Really where the contact was, LeBerry. I think Cole Middleton was
I think he got clipped on the inside by Tajay Kelly, who they called a foul on. Good call by the officials. He caught his left foot. That's Tajay Kelly's second foul. Cole misses his first free throw of the game. We'll see if he can split the pair, give his team a 2-point lead.
Some of these guys anticipate contact, so they start leaning their body in anticipation that another body's going to hold them up.
Instead of just concentrating and going and making the layup. And if you get the foul, you get the foul. If you don't, you don't. Looks like Pace is back into that 1-3-1 that really gave Grayson a lot of issues early. Nice kick deflection right there. I don't know if Tyrese Elliott saw it, but on the backside, Robert Coward posted up the smaller Josh Minenberg, and they had a direct line pass directed to him. Coach White saw it, and he subs in Logan Baker, who has much more size and length on the backside, and they'll still try that same look, but it's not going to be quite as effective. They threw it to him. Let's see if Coward can finish down there. He was patient. He was able to get a foul. Good block by Matthew Cleveland. Coach White doesn't think he had anything. It was actually probably close to a travel in that situation. But Robert Coward was able to get to the free throw line. This will be his third and fourth free throws of this half. He's 4 for 6 from the free throw line so far. Now 4 or 7. Let's see if he can split the pair. Free throw shooting has become a little bit of an issue on both sides. I think both teams have really good shooters and are typically good free throw shooting teams, but again, when your legs become an issue, sometimes you miss a couple that you don't normally. I love how Grayson sprints back though, gets into that 1-2-2 zone, slows pace down. You can't allow Matthew Cleveland to get ahead of steam. You got to load up and show him bodies. Coach Pierce is over here with his arms fully extended. He wants to show that length and make it a difficult pass in here. You don't want to be skinny and be stick figures. You want to be big and athletic. Don't want to let Josh Reed get an open look either here too. Madison Durr with that baseline drive we talked about. Robert Coward comes out with the rebound. Tyrese Elliott's going to try to be athletic here, but Josh Reed is athletic too. Good contest at the rim. Unfortunate miss. Coach White slowed Cole Middleton down there. Make sure that they get a good shot. He wants to make sure they get a good set right here. He doesn't want them to force anything.
I tell you what, I don't know. I say let Cole Middleton go with that one.
I love it. I love his.
There you
go.
Hey,
but maybe that's why Coach White is down there and we're up here, because they move the ball around. They end up getting a wide open dunk down the middle with Matthew Cleveland.
That's one of the very few plays that has happened where they've actually got ball movement that was executed and finished at the rim in an offensive set.
Correct. And then also a little bit of a gamble by the Grayson defender. He tries to go for the steal, slides by, gives Matthew Cleveland a lane to go to the rim instead of just containing them, making them score over top of them, which has been difficult because of their size and their athleticism. Robert Coward back to the free throw line. This will be his 5th and 6th free throw of this quarter. Makes the first. Josh Minenberg serves back in for Logan Baker.
And Coach White just not happy, telling his guys, just keep them in front of you.
Make the game easy, guys. A much more difficult game for the opposing offense if you just contain them, don't go for steals, stay patient. Coward knocks down both free throws. He's now 4 for 6 in this second half on the free throw line. And there goes that guy, Matthew Cleveland, full head of steam. You got to show him bodies. You got to stop him early. Once he gets into the paint, he's able to explode up and use his length and athleticism with his left or his right hand and typically draw a foul. Tyrese Elliott has to do a little bit better job squaring him up early. And that foul was on number 30. Number 30, Chauncey Wiggins. That's his 3rd foul of the game. So now let's see if he leaves his 3 towers in or if he gets a sub. Coach Pierce looks like he's going to stay with his longer group. He's going to trust Chauncey Wiggins to play with 3 fouls.
And this is what I would like to see. When we've had those one-on-one matchups, LeBerry, it's usually resulted in a foul. Yeah. At the next level, we talked about, we've got guys going to Clemson, Charleston Southern, Florida State, Cleveland State. We have high-caliber Division I athletes that they've got to be able to defend one-on-one without fouling.
Yeah. Matthew Cleveland with a full head of steam. That's one of those Florida State-looking steals and plays right there that he makes on a consistent basis. You can't throw cross-court skip passes against him. He's just too long, too athletic, great anticipation. Bad gamble right there for him. Cole Middleton kind of saved him. Let's see if Tyrese Elliott can knock that 3 down.
Good pass and good patience right there by Tajay Kelly. That's 7 points for Tyrese Elliott in the second half. Josh Reed with a great answer back. Just a sweet touch from the lefty. Wasn't even on balance, but he can make those kind of shots with regularity. Good pace. If I was Tyrese Elliott, I might have had a little bit of a heat check right there. Cole Middleton cleans up again. Him and Ian Shefflin have been battling all night on the glass. Unofficial, that's his 10th rebound. Mendenberg couldn't see it. He couldn't see it, Kelsey. I know you wanted him to get it. He couldn't see it. Good decision to get it to Josh Reed, who's now having one whale of a third quarter.
Hey, when in doubt, when you can't see your big man's on the inside, go ahead and find Josh Reed on the perimeter.
Just find Josh Reed. He's got 9 points in this third quarter. And we got another cross-court pass to Matthew Cleveland. And look at the excitement and enthusiasm by Coach White. He saw it coming. Great way to end the quarter. I haven't seen Coach White this fired up in a long time. 50-41. Great run by Pace Academy. Coach Pierce has to get those guys. Look at the excitement and enthusiasm right here. Mendenberg with the kick to Josh Reed. No one wants to guard him. He'll just take one dribble in, hold his follow through, stay squared up. Then he gave you a little bit of the bow and arrow that we see from a lot of guys after they make a three. On that one, that's just a tough shot. That's a heat check. He catches it fading away, going the opposite direction. This time they find him in the corner. Look at the great pass by Cleveland, bad gamble by Tajay Kelly, and again, business decision by Tyrese Elliott on the inside.
And a great job. He's been feeling it, but he sees that there's high risk going inside to Matthew Cleveland.
Yeah, good pass. Great job by our production team, SUV TV, putting together that nice little replay montage for you guys. What a beautiful job they do. Putting a platform out here for these kids to be able to be seen during this time where college coaches aren't even able to come out and recruit. It's a great job by them allowing this footage, this video, so that people can see Georgia high school basketball is as good as it gets, and giving some of these kids an opportunity to go to college and play and advance their lives. 50-41, Pace Academy taking the ball out, fourth quarter. Grayson has come out of the 1-2-2. Caden MacArthur has also subbed in for Grayson. They're going with MacArthur, Kelly, Elliott, Shefflin, Cowherd. Pace goes with their starting five, and there he goes again.
Yes, sir. Matthew Cleveland taking this game over.
Yes, he is. He's been a monster getting to that left hand. They probably want to try to find a way to contain him and make him shoot jump shots. You can't get on his hip. He's just too quick and too athletic when he gets that deep to the rim.
You think so, right?
I think so. I don't know what's going on.
We can see that from up here, right?
It looks pretty obvious. He had 9 points in that fourth quarter. He's already up to 22 with the early free throw. And now he's trying to complete the old-fashioned three-point play. Cole Middleton had 3 points in that third quarter. Josh Reed had 9 points in that third quarter, and they did all the scoring for Pace Academy. Great quarter for them. In the third quarter for Grayson, Tajay Kelly had 4. Robert Coward had 4, all from the free throw line. Tyrese Elliott had 7. Chauncey Wiggins had 3. We got an 11-point game here. Kick to Jakari Harris, who was good in the first half. That must have been a tip by Josh Reed. Another rebound for Cole Middleton. 11 rebound for him. And
Matthew Cleveland,
the way he's playing, I want to get him.
With
Look
the
at the
smaller
advantage.
Caden MacArthur on him.
Probably faded away. Didn't fully extend on that shot right there. Thought Ian Shefflin was going to come over. Unforced foul right there. Great job by Jakari Harris pushing the action. Kicked it to Caden MacArthur, who I love, doesn't settle for jump shots, like to get to the rim and put pressure on the defense. And Grayson's gone to that bench, gone smaller, much smaller. 4 guards around Ian Shefflin to try to match up with the speed of Pace Academy. And wow, look at Jakari Harris. Madison Durr doesn't think he fouled. I think it was a foul. I actually think that was a good call. Jakari Harris, who shot 6 early free throws in the first half, will now shoot his 7th and 8th free throw of the game, even though he's played, I don't know if he's played 5 to 7 actual game minutes. But when he's been in, he's been really aggressive and been one of the few Grayson players to get to the rim and get to the free throw line. Unfortunately, he's only 2 for 6 so far from the free throw line.
Almost got the shooter roll, 2 for 7 from the free throw line tonight for Jakari Harris.
And again, we talked about in the first half, you know, some of the things that he's done isn't going to show up on the stat sheet, right? He's drawing some key fouls, but at some point with 7 minutes left in the game, you've got to connect on these free throws. These are big-time points.
The one thing that will show up on the stat sheet is that he's 2 for 8 from the free throw line. that will show up on the stat sheet for everyone to see. Josh Reed, wow, continues his great play. He's now up to 11 points in the second half, 18 points for the game. And the combination of Josh Reed and, oh, look at the assist. Great pass to Ian Shefflin. I would have loved to see him connect, but beautiful pass by Jakari Harris. The combination of Matthew Cleveland and Josh Reed has just been too much this game. Great pass ahead by Tyrese Elliott. Jakari Harris saw Cole Middleton stepping across, was able to throw the lob. Great sideline break right here. Good pass ahead. Right decision. Madison Dirk got underneath him. That's Madison Dirk's 4th foul. We'll see how important that becomes. He's a key member of their team. A smart big guard for them. Now they got to dig into their bench. They got Logan Baker and Josh Mittenberg playing together, which they have not had to play that combination so far tonight.
Well, in court awareness, that lob came to Ian probably about 1.5 feet off of the rim.
Yeah.
And so Madison Dirk had no reason to have to foul him in that situation. You got to have that court awareness to know that Ian isn't going to dunk that 1.5 feet away from the rim.
The only thing I'll say is that he saved the point because he didn't miss the second free throw, but he had no chance of stopping any completion. The play was just too low, and Ian Shefflin's too athletic. K. MacArthur, good one-time extra pass. Tyrese Elliott probably had Ian Shefflin in the corner on that one right there. And now Pace Academy is completely taking over this game. Just too much Matthew Cleveland, too much Josh Reed. 14-point lead for Pace Academy. They're right back in their diamond press. They have completely been the aggressor, I think, from the jump ball. Jakari Harris, big time. That's a great shot fake. That shows a lot of game presence for a young kid to know Matthew Cleveland is coming to block that. And you better shot fake him, get him off the floor, take your time, and make the layup.
Yeah, you know, most athletes are going to, you know, kind of puff their chest and have the ego of, I'm going to take this one-on-one and show him anyways.
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
just be smart. Get your easy 2 points right now.
He's too athletic. And that block, if he would have shot that was going to get blocked, and that could have turned into another transition basket for Pace. So that's a huge play. Again, it's something else that won't show up on the stat sheet. Jakari Harris with a nice shot fake and finish. Good timeout for Grayson right here. They're down 12. And Pace has just been scoring at will. Matthew Cleveland has been getting to the rim. Josh Reed has gotten hot from the perimeter. What do they got to do defensively to try to slow this Pace attack down?
Yeah, well, you know, Jakari, I mean, the true freshman there has found his way to the rim, right? And so can you stop the dribble penetration? Because neither team has had great secondary rotations, and when they have, they're late and they're fouling. So how do I stop the dribble penetration?
Got to contain Matthew Cleveland. He's been getting to the rim too easily. You got to make him – if he makes contested jump shots, then you just lose the game. But you can't allow him to get to the rim over and over and over again. It looks like they might be going into a boxing one.
Yeah, too much athleticism, too much body control, too much experience.
Wow, boxing one, interesting call for Grayson because Josh Reed has played really well. I'm not sure if I would box in one off of Josh Reed. I understand trying to keep the ball out of Cleveland's hands and making the other guys beat me, but I probably would have went triangle in 2. We'll see how it plays out. They better know what Josh Reed is, and they got to keep him off the glass. So first possession, it works, though. You get a 3-point shot for Josh Mittenberg, which is what you want for Grayson. K. MacArthur with 3. They poke it out of Cole Middleton's hands. Tyrese Elliott with a great job. A little bit of acting right there. Kind of baited the official, but great job taking the ball out of Cole Middleton's hands. Coach White is not excited right now. He wants him to contain that ball, not lose the defensive rebound, and I love the way he's coaching with such energy, such enthusiasm. He knows this is a big game for them. They don't get to play such a tough schedule, so when they get an opportunity to play these teams that people consider better teams than them or top-rated teams in the state, he wants to show that this Pace program, regardless of what classification they're in, they can beat anyone.
Both coaches, right? You can say that for. I love the mentality that they're not shying away from any competition.
Yeah, Grayson, we talked about it earlier. They played basically the best team in every classification in the entire state.
Right.
as well as Wasatch Academy too. I mean, they're not hiding from anyone. He's trying to prepare his team to win the state tournament. Cole Middleton with the mismatch. Takes his time. That's a big time move right there.
And
Cleveland State got a good one. Yeah, he took his time.
Move.
Took his time.
He saw Caden MacArthur coming over to trap and then rolled back out the other direction.
Wow. Ian Shefflin with a straightaway three. Unfortunately, missed a little bit to the left. I don't know if there's somebody opened the door and the wind pushed it one way or the other, but he had a good look there. They're back in this box and one. I think they're trying to they're hoping that Logan Baker or Josh Minenberg will take shots. Contested shot by Josh Reed right there. They're off and running. This is a big possession for Grayson. Throw it back. Want to try to get it inside if you can. Tyrese Elliott with the force. Goes off, called. I don't know if he called glass or not, but it counts tonight.
Tyrese Elliott has had a phenomenal game.
He really has.
His number has really been called, and it started really when Minenberg was guarding him.
Yep. And that's that play right there. Nice baseline drive by Josh Minenberg. Cole Middleton flashes down the middle. He's able to drop it off to him. Nice finish. Tyrese Elliott, that's probably a little too quick right there. And there goes Matthew Cleveland. You got to keep him out of transition. Cole Middleton's grabbing his foot, and coaching staff is a little concerned. He's had a dislocated ankle at the end of summer. He's had a couple other foot injuries, lower extremity injuries, so the coaching staff is very concerned. They know he's a big part of the program. They probably want to take him out just as precautionary reason to check him out and make sure that he's okay. Not sure if we got a timeout now or official timeout as Cole ties his shoe.
What do you do in this situation? 62-47. You have the momentum, 3:32 left. Do you keep him in the game?
Cole Middleton?
Yeah.
I take him out, but I'm a little I see his value and his importance going down, and Coach White is having a conversation with him. I know Cole personally. He's a tough kid. He wants to play. He never wants to come out the game, but I want to have my training crew check him out and make sure he's okay before we get him back in.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to call this game just yet because you can't count this Grayson team out, right? Yeah. But I need Cole when we get to the playoffs.
No question about it.
We're very early into this season, and so –
and then moving past that, he's a guy who's going to play in college.
100%, right? So I'm with you. I'm pulling him. I'm going to let our trainers feel him out a little bit. I'm going to see how the next 30 to 45 seconds goes, but – sometimes I know you try to make these kids happy, but sometimes you got to trump their decision.
You do. And we'll take a peek at him. Hopefully he's okay. He doesn't look gimpy at all, so hopefully he's all right. But with a 15-point lead, 3:30 left, and Grayson just hasn't been able to get in any flow. Might be an opportunity also to build a little bit of our bench and get some value out some guys, because you never know what will happen in playoff time. Somebody gets in foul trouble or whatnot.
Or COVID.
Man, wow. That's actually a very serious factor this year. You never know what's going to happen. Grayson goes to their bench. Number 5, Sean Smith, getting his first action of the night. Josh Ray, 22, comes in. Nice scoop shot. He was able to draw the foul. And Grayson has had their opportunities at the free throw line. They just haven't taken advantage of them.
So outside of Tajay Kelly and Chauncey Wiggins, like you said, Grayson has now gone to their bench. Even more reason for me, at least, to go ahead and pull Cole Middleton out.
I agree, but maybe that's why we're sitting up here in the booth. And our nickname for Coach White, you haven't heard, his nickname for Coach White is Heavy Hands. He has so many rings, so many state championship rings, his hands are heavy. They say he's running out of fingers. He's going to have to start getting his toes measured if he wins the state championship this year. He just has too many state championship rings, so I guess we got to trust and value his decision. Josh Ray splits the pair. Taj Kelly with a miss. Moody, who's a young guy, sophomore, comes in with a great offensive rebound. Jump ball, looks like it's going to be Grayson ball. Now that's interesting right there. If the baseline out of bounds offensive player jumps up in the air, is that legal?
Yeah.
Can they jump up in the air and land?
Yeah.
It just doesn't happen that much.
No.
Taj Kelly. And now they got to load up. You can't, if you let Matthew Cleveland get down here, we've seen that. And good tip from behind by Sean Smith.
because that was almost another highlight for the Matthew Cleveland highlight reel that we've seen tonight. They go to a box look on this baseline out of bounds. This looks like the lob play they like to run for him. Yep, lob play for Matthew Cleveland. Foul. That's before the shot. That is only their second foul. Should be on the floor, second foul. That should be baseline out of bounds again.
I like that play.
Me too. Very nice play.
You don't hit Cole coming off the first one, and you got Matthew
Cleveland
wrapping
curling.
back around.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They get it a lot.
Yep.
And they like to run this little flex action too. Minenberg got caught right there. A little bit aggressive on the call. And it's a good call because, as you can see, Sean Smith checking his nose. He thought his nose was bleeding. Hey, you know you got a good program and a program that is competitive when you're up 14 with 2:40 left and they're arguing every single call.
That's
they
right.
want everything. They
That's
don't want
right.
to give up. They're not giving up anything right now. They got a respect for this Grayson program, and they're just so competitive. Look at Minenberg get on the floor. A little bit pass
Just a mishandle there by Cole Middleton.
Pass was a little bit behind him, but he's got to gather and catch that ball with two hands. I like how Matthew Cleveland acknowledges that the pass was a bad pass, gives Cole Middleton doubt, because he got fussed at by two coaches over here. It makes you feel better when you go down and your teammate lets you know, yeah, I threw you a bad pass, man, my bad. Jakari Harris out here with the nice driving kick. He's played well. I mean, the only thing he's done poorly is not made his free throws.
Yeah. And he's a true freshman, right? No excuse to miss free throws, right? I don't care what classification you are, but to play on a top caliber team like Grayson is, and the minutes and the production that he's had, I'm impressed.
And you can see Coach Pierce has gone to a young group. He's got Moody in, who's a sophomore. He's got Jakari Harrison, who's a true freshman. He's got Sean Smith in, who's a junior. Tajay Kelly's the only senior out there. You also got Chauncey Wiggins, who's a junior as well. So he's gone young. They haven't conceded the game, but he's gone young and showing you, like, you know, let's let these young guys get some valuable minutes here in a meaningful game and see what they can do. Good contest. Look at that guy.
Cole Middleton cleaning it up. There's no Ian in there to contest that.
They run no sets for him, and he just finds a way to get a double-double every night. It's so valuable to get a guy who can just go get a double-double on his own. He's done a great job on Tajay Kelly. I think he's won that battle tonight between him and Tajay Kelly personally.
Yeah, I agree. You know, Tajay Kelly has had some monster dunks, but overall the whole body of work, Cole Middleton, 100%.
And this is a huge win for this Pace program. They're a 2A program, private school, going against a 7-8 program, one of the largest populations in the state, has a ton of talent. To win this game, it doesn't matter if it's at Grayson at Pace or not. I think this sends shockwaves through the state that, hey, this Pace team might be for real.
100%. I couldn't agree with you more. And Coach White is a phenomenal coach, right? He's going to have his guys prepared, whether it's a 7A, a 6A, another 2A team, whatever the case may be. He's going to have them prepared, and the mentality they bring night in and night out, they don't care who they're playing.
They're going to be tough and hard-nosed, and they're going to come out and compete. He came out as the aggressor going in that. They started the game playing in that diamond press. They played some 1-3-1. I mean, they just confused the Grayson offensive unit. They just never could get in the rhythm and the flow at any point. The only thing they did was early they struggled on defensive glass. Since then, they've kind of rebounded as a group, and once they handled that, they were fine. Josh Reed knocks down a pair, and that'll be the action for the starting group. Listen to this ovation from this crowd. Everybody's really proud of these guys. They played really well tonight.
And they're excited. Like you said, this is a big-time win for this Pace program.
For Matthew Cleveland, that's 26 points. He had 15 points in the second half. 6 points for Madison Durr. Not a whole lot of guys scored tonight. 11 points for Cole Middleton. 12 rebounds. $20 points for Josh Reed. And those are the only guys that scored for the Pace group this entire night. I mean, it was their main guys. The only other guy was LJ Moore, made a 3.
And that's it. Those 4 guys and LJ Moore, the only guys that scored tonight for 66 points. Big time. And look at the Pace coaching staff. They're still arguing. 14 points up, 22 seconds left in the game. I love to see it. I love to see it.
And I do have to agree with them that was the right call, but in the heat of the moment, it's a 50-50 play, like 22 seconds, game over. Just go with it.
Jakari Harris missed another free throw. He's got to lock himself in the gym. He's just got to lock himself in the gym. He's missed too many free throws tonight. He went 2 of 9 from the free throw line, and it takes away from the great game that he played. He played a terrific floor game, but when you go 2 of 9, that's the one thing that stands out. Great job by Chad Moody, offensive rebound, put back. Let's see if he can complete the three-point play. Again, he's another sophomore that has a lot of potential that people are really high on in the state.
And one thing that film won't be able to teach you for Jakari is how some of those free throws could have shifted the momentum.
Ooh.
You can't see that on film.
No.
You can't feel that. It's only a matter of you make it and then that momentum shifts. So
this will be a
that's
totally
going to be a
game.
hard teachable moment.
I agree. Great job by Pace handling that pressure right there. And this is a huge win for that program. They're excited about it. This one meant something. This was almost a state championship type feel for them.
GRAYSON 55, Pace Academy 66.
On the Grayson side, we had 9 points for Tajay Kelly, 11 points for Robert Coward, 13 points for Tyrese Elliott, 8 points for Ian Shefflin, 2 points for Caden MacArthur, 1 point for Josh Ray, 3 points for Chad Moody, 3 points for Chauncey Wiggins, 4 points for Jakari Harris. Great game tonight. What are kind of your final thoughts on what you saw from Pace Academy and Grayson High School, 2 of the best teams in the state of Georgia tonight?
Hey, listen, anybody who comes to play Pace better understand what they're walking into. They are no cakewalk. Don't underestimate private school, 2A, whatever. They are a very talented, well-coached team that's mentally and physically ready for anybody who walks in their gym.
I agree. They showed that even though they were matched up with the team that's known as one of the biggest and most athletic teams in the state, I think overall they were the more athletic team tonight. I love Cole Middleton's athleticism. I love his physicality. Josh Reed showed that he can make shots. He also showed some athleticism at the rim, and Matthew Cleveland, as we all know, is going to put on a show and be hanging from the rim all night. Sherman White, can't say enough about him. It's a reason he's won so many state championships. His team is well prepared. They do a lot of different things defensively. They kind of slow down what you want to do offensively. But I don't want Grayson to feel disappointed in the way they played. I think they just ran into a team that played better than them tonight. Grayson will learn from this opportunity. They got good game film from these 3 games. They played really well in this event, and they have a lot of talent, and they could easily end up the 7A state championship for this year. So again, thank you for joining us tonight for the Play for Change. This is Darryl LeBerry here with Kelty Roziers at Pace Academy on thesubtv.com. Thank you for joining us. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays to you guys. Everybody stay safe, do the right thing. We enjoyed having you tonight.